Alright guys, it's Goose from Big Rob and the Goose, coming to you once again from the basement on this lovely Friday snowy afternoon. Was doing a quick video today. What I've got here is I did a crossover PSA slab cards over to SGC. So for my PC, I'm an SGC guy, and so I wanted to switch some stuff over that I had in PSA slabs. I do a lot of vintage, so I think the vintage cards look fantastic in the SGC slabs, so that's what I prefer. Nothing wrong with any of the big three companies. I just personally prefer SGC holders myself. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I've already taken it out of the box. I already know what this is because I looked on the website. I also like what SGC does is they scan the cards front and back for you to download. If you want to sell your cards on eBay or post them somewhere else, before they ship it out, they scan the front of the card and the back of the card, and those are downloadable images for you when you go to sell the card. So I think that's a really nice feature that they do. Honestly, I don't know if PSA does that or not, but SGC does it, and it's really cool. So let's crack this open. There's 4 cards in here. These are Hall of Fame quarterback cards, and I know one did not meet the minimum requirement that I had put on the sheet. So that was my Joe Montana 1981 rookie. This took about 2 weeks, I think. It was like $75 with the shipping and all that stuff, and I had a little bit of an expedited turnaround time. So, all right, without further ado, I wish I would have taken pictures of these beforehand, but I did not think about doing that. So what we've got first here is a 1981 Topps Joe Montana. It was a PSA 8, and I had selected on SGC that I did not want to go below the 8. So SGC looked this card over before they took it out of the slab, and they determined that they could not give it an SGC 8. So they were pretty hard on it, I guess. So maybe I can sell that card and pick up a SGC somewhere else along the way. So a little bummed about that. My personal opinion is SGC grades pretty hard compared to the other ones, but I don't know. I'm sure there's tons of videos out there talking about that either way. But in this case, they did. So they would not give that. They would not give that an 8 themselves. So it probably would have been like a 7 or 7.5. But I told them I didn't want that. So good thing is I got it back in the slab. They don't crack it open or anything like that. So still a PSA 8. Next up is the 1957 Topps Bart Star. This was a PSA 2. So they actually went up half a grade on this one. So this is a cool looking, nice looking card. There's no creases in it. Just got a little, some rough corners, which that doesn't bug me. I'm more of a centering, which this is off centered a little bit, not enough to make a difference to me. I mean, 57 Bart Star doesn't get much better than that. 2.5. I like the slabs. I like the black border around there. Now, I will say I was not a fan of the old SGC labels where they labeled from, you know, like 0 to 100. Did not like those at all, but the new labels that they went to here fairly recently, I do like that. They just do the whole grades now, so that's pretty nice. Now we've got a 57 Topps Johnny Unitas 3. This was also a PSA 3, so I guess they determined that they could keep that a 3. And so it's got a little black mark right there. It's a little bit off-centered, but the color is amazing on it. There's no creases, no stains on the back. The back's like the front. It's off-centered. And it's got a little rounding there on the corners, but that's a really, really nice looking card. Looks better than the Bart Star, which makes sense because it's a 3 and the Star's a 2.5. And lastly, we've got the 1972 Topps Roger Staubach SGC 4. This was also a PSA 4. So, fairly good centering, some rounding on the corners. Color's good. It looks like maybe the yellow's a little, I don't know if I want to say faded or it just didn't print super great, but back's really clean. All right, so that's it, guys. That was my crossover from PSA slabs to SGC. Really like those. That's what's going in my PC. Right now I'm working on all the former Hall of Fame quarterbacks, and hopefully I'll have that done soon. We'll see you at the next show.